Welcome back. We have in the studio with us now Jules Stefanski. She is the promotional director of the Ozark Art. She's here to talk about an event that's coming up at the Lyric Theater. Actually, it's coming up this Friday.
This Friday.
This is our, I guess, we haven't had a fundraiser in a couple of years, I think, or maybe a year. And this is kind of one. It's kind of needed, a need specific.
Yes.
An event. Tell us about that.
Our air conditioner and heater is just dead.
Plural,
we have
plurals.
Yeah, we have 4 of them.
Yeah.
We have 4 of them, and they're all dead. And it is terrible to sit there when it's so hot and you just sit there and die. But of course, when it's freezing out, like it was for Sound of Music, I mean, then that's not working.
Yeah.
So this is actually what this fundraiser, the Celebration of Spring, is for. We are raising money specifically to get new heater and air conditioners, so that, because it's a huge need. I mean, that's just something. When you get that many 300 plus people in there, you just have to have it. Otherwise, you're just sitting there dying.
The Lyric is such a wonderful theater because it is old and it's got a lot of history behind it, but the upkeep on it is huge, I would imagine.
Yes.
So
Well, there's so many things going on in there, and what we've had to do is we have an annex that was added on a few years ago, and those heating and air conditioning units work. So what we do is we open the back the back doors and have a huge
big
one
old
of those
fan.
big barn fans, and
is that what that's for?
Yeah,
Oh,
pushes the cool and the heat into the main area, and then right before the event starts, we turn the fan off, shut the doors, and hopefully that will coast for the 2 hours.
Exactly.
But it's being used almost every day for rehearsals and practice and different things.
Special events.
And we don't just don't just have plays and musicals in there. We have concerts, and we have movies. I mean, when the different schools, when they have their movies in there.
There's private events. We open it up for First Federal Bank had their Christmas party in there, and that was a huge event.
And so we want to make sure that everybody is comfortable and able to actually sit and watch what they came and do what they came to do, whether it's to have a party or to watch a play or to watch a movie or anything. And plus, I'm a little worried just that we've got to get it in there because, if it gets too humid, I mean, maybe the paint is going to start to peel.
Yeah, we have artwork in there that's had been restored, and we don't want that to start falling off the wall.
And that was back in the I guess right after it was built in the 30s, that somebody came in and painted those beautiful murals, and we've got to take care of them, and if you don't have the proper heating and cooling, it's just gonna all come down.
Well, and it is on the National Historic Register.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Absolutely.
Places,
So we actually literally have to take care of it. We have to.
So what is the celebration? What is the?
We're just celebrating spring. Everything's going to be light and fluffy. And
is there music or what kind of?
There is. Okay. There's going to be a jazz band. They're going to be on the stage, and there's going to be dancing on the stage.
Really?
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
Is that a special ticket, or just if you buy a ticket you can get up on stage?
If you buy a ticket,
I bet you could dance.
Yes,
and if you buy a ticket and can dance, then that's a bonus.
Yes, it's not required to dance.
Okay.
If you buy a ticket, but there will be a space to dance with the jazz band. And
are you planning to dance?
Of course I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm an amazing dancer.
Okay.
But I will. But I'm not full of myself.
That's
the way we can raise money is you all can take bets on if I fall off the stage while I'm dancing to the. Let's go ahead and do that.
Are you going to bill yourself the amazing Stefanski?
No. I'm not going to do
Okay.
No, that's okay.
I'll put it on the billboard up there.
Please don't. Please don't. But no, we're going to have special desserts, handmade or homemade, all of them. Everything's just going to be wonderful. I mean, it's going to just be a light, springy type of event.
Is it a family type thing where people can bring their kids, or is it more of a adults only thing?
No, I think kids will enjoy it. They might find it a little boring because it is a lot of adult kind of dancing.
It's an adult event.
It's jazz.
There's no reason why younger
Yeah,
people
I don't
can't
think
come, but I don't
I
think
just
they'll
don't know
be
that they're going to
interested.
like it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know,
You can stay at home.
but nothing,
I might like it.
You might, yeah.
nothing weird is going to happen. I mean,
Right.
it's just going to be a fun, and it is mostly for adults.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and everyone is just, I mean, it's time to get out of the house. I don't care how.
Absolutely.
I don't care if it dips back into the 40s. It is almost, tomorrow is spring, and it is time to have a spring event.
And when is the
this
the
Friday.
party? This
Friday,
Friday?
it's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
7 to 9.
Tickets are $25 per person.
Just buy at the door or
You can buy at the
advance?
door, but you can go to www.ticketpeak.com/lyric theater, or you can call 365-8894, or you can call 391-3504. And you can buy tickets, or you can find me walking down the street, and I guess I can reserve some. I guess that would also work.
And how much are the tickets?
$25.
$25. See, that's a fun night. 7 to 9,
exactly.
a little jazz,
You can come
a little
over. People in
dancing.
Mountain Home can come over too if they'd like.
Well, that is
I
true.
don't think there will be a threat of ice or
I don't
snow
think
or
so.
bad weather.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be at least not
I don't know,
snowy.
50 or something.
Yeah.
And if it happens to rain a little bit, it's all going to be indoors,
It's
inside
gonna be
the
indoors,
lyric.
absolutely.
So.
And for people who have not been to the Lyric, it is just a beautiful
And
theater.
I will be there to give guided tours. If people want to know all about the
Yes.
lyric
Hey.
and the
Absolutely.
history, come in and look at the Commonwealth carpet that's in there.
Yes.
It's a wool carpet. It's been there since it's over 55 years old, and it doesn't look like there's any. Well, you know the carpet. It doesn't look
Yes.
like there's anywhere at
It
all.
looks
on
vibrant.
Yeah.
Actually, the
It
colors
really
are
is
vibrant
55.
and beautiful.
And we'll tell people
Wow.
about the hobo artwork that you
Yes.
alluded to earlier. There's a hobo that came through in the 30s that needed a place to stay, and he needed meals. So they gave him room and board, as long as he painted these huge murals. There's
Yes.
like 6 of them, 3 on each
Yes.
side, or is it 3 or 4?
my.
It's 3 on each
There's
side.
3 on each side.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's drawings in the artwork that kind of allude to fantasy
Yes.
buildings
There's
and
one
castles.
that's like a castle.
Yeah.
And the neatest thing, and you really, this is one reason I think everybody needs to visit the Lyric, is in the corners of each side there's curtains. So it's like somebody has pulled back the curtain on a
Yes.
stage, and you've got your set, and you're just waiting for
Yeah.
people to walk on and start performing. It's a wonderful. And yeah, he slept in the balcony.
Yeah, he slept in the balcony
Yeah.
on a cot
Wow.
up there, and
That's
he
quite something.
worked on it.
That's one thing about Mountain Home, and I guess that they used to have a theater long ago before I lived here, but it got someone bought it and tore it down, I guess, and so that's too bad.
Once
because
that
those old
happens, that
theaters, it's
history
really
is
hard.
gone.
Yes.
And I think at one time that the Lyric, they were thinking about
It
doing that, making a
was.
parking lot out of
In
it.
the 70s, the Harrison
Yeah.
Daily Times, I believe,
Oh,
was
really?
going to
Use it for a parking lot.
yes,
yeah.
because it wasn't on the national, it wasn't on the historic register at that time, and it was bought.
Yeah, some people that did not want it to be razzed, and they decided to put the money into it, put a new roof in it, put new air conditioning units. But that was way back then, back in the early 90s, or even, early 80s maybe it was. I think
Oh,
that
wow,
they
so it's
did that.
long
But
overdue.
It's over 20 years old, the units, and they're
It was
all
before the
they're
annex was
kaput.
built, and yeah,
And 100% of the proceeds is going to
Yes.
go for the,
absolutely,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah. That's our mission.
Right.
We want to make sure that that people are comfortable in there and everything is up to par, because the seats have been restored.
Yes.
The artwork has been restored. They've got a new extension on the stage. We've got that new annex building there, and to bring people in there, 300 or 400 people inside the Lyric, and not be comfortable is you just almost. I mean, I've done a couple of events where they were that way, and it
Right.
just really, you feel so embarrassed to have people come in and to experience that you want them to come in and have to not only be comfortable, but to enjoy the productions that are there.
absolutely. And if people are paying to come see something, you expect when you're
Exactly.
paying to
Sure.
be comfortable.
Everything is
so.
going to be top quality,
Yes.
and I think all of our productions, whether they're a play, a musical, a concert, I think we put on top-notch productions, and so we want our environment to be that way as well. So this is a really good excuse to get dressed up and start celebrating spring and help.
And don't forget those tours. I'll take people around. I'll give them some
Dan will
history.
give you a tour.
I'll give you a tour.
Yes,
Put
absolutely.
my little tour hat on.
We'll even make them a special hat.
We'll find one in wardrobe.
Well, I'll make
yes,
one for you.
get him a hat and maybe a megaphone so he can do one of those
Yeah, we could.
this way.
No, let's
not.
Don't give him any more power.
Oh, I know.
Anymore.
And speaking of being on stage at the Lyric, you've been on stage with, well, me. You've been on stage with Dan, but just not at the same time, I guess, as me, right? Because I was trying to
Where
think
you
if
going
you.
with that?
Well, I just wanted her opinion in terms of who she liked to be on stage better with, you or me.
Well, I know where that answer is going to go.
You know what that answer is going to be.
It's Karen, of course.
It is Karen. Yes,
Yeah.
it's
You know, I know
Karen.
you're just saying that, but because, I thought I was expecting you to say him because,
Well, Dan makes weird faces at me all the time. So.
Well, I hope you all have a big turnout. I can't go because I'm going to Twin Lakes Playhouse Friday night.
Oh, good.
To see the production there of Still Life with Iris. It's the last weekend.
We want to make sure that people know about that.
Yes,
Yes, and that
and
sounds wonderful.
that's at 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday night, 2 p.m. Sunday. I've heard it's wonderful. I've not actually gotten to see it yet, so I'm going Friday night. It's the only night I can go.
Well,
so
if you're in a play mode, we want to promote the fact that people need to come out to the Playhouse.
Absolutely.
And if you're in a party mode, make the trip over to Harrison.
absolutely.
And enjoy the spring celebration that we've got going over there inside the Lyric at the same time.
Yes, well, Friday night at the Lyric and then Saturday, Sunday at Twin Lakes
okay, you
Playhouse.
can
See,
come.
that's
That'll work.
okay.
That'll work.
But this is the last weekend for Still Life with Iris, and it's got some very fine young actors in it, and also some adults, and of course Carol Everhart directed it, and the set looks fabulous, so I'm just saying.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Jules, thanks so much for being
Thank
here. And
you
we
very
want everyone to
much.
come out and enjoy the time out there. Tickets are $25, and you'll get dessert and jazz and all the conversation you can handle, because Jules and I will be there to make sure that you are conversed with.
And a personal tour
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
I'll put my little,
With a weird hat.
with a weird hat and a very small vest. Just barely get into it.
Dress him up like an usher, like a movie usher. I know.
There we go.
It just got really embarrassing now.
There we go. All right. Thanks, Jules.
Thank you.
All right, we are about out of time, so we want to thank all the guests on the show today. We want to thank the Mountain Home Junior High, was it the Drama?
Performing
Arts.
Arts.
And they're doing a musical.
Annie, get your gun.
I tried to get them to tell me it
know.
was a musical, but they didn't go that direction.
Well, many of them had not been on TV before.
Okay.
They're not the, they're not the professionals that
seasoned
we are. The
professionals you
seasoned
are.
professionals.
I'm still reading how to do a talk show. It's a 12 chapter book. I'm on chapter 3, and I'm getting there. I'm
Keep
learning
working
a
on it,
lot.
Dan.
I'm learning.
But yes,
as a matter of
wasn't that
fact, it
great?
was written by a lady named Karen.
Seriously?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right. Whatever. And then the wrestlers, weren't they great?
They were great.
And of course, Marianne Sherman with Abby. I hope Abby gets a home.
Abby, and if you like Abby, try to get it before Karen does.
I know. I want to take them all home with me.
That's the way it goes. And then, of course, we got Jules Stefanski
Jules.
on the show.
Who still likes me better than you, Dan.
Sure she does.
Yeah.
Wait till the
And
cameras are off.
thank you, Dan, for being here with me today.
Well, I was glad to be here to help support you in any way
Thank
that I
you.
can.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on the next episode of 726 Mountain Home. Thanks.